Welcome Homeless Life Stories,
where we peel back the layers of America's hidden struggles, shining a light on the real lives behind the statistics. Picture this in the heart of the Bluegrass State. Amid rolling hills and vibrant horse farms, thousands face a daily battle just to find a safe place to rest. Kentucky, known for its bourbon trails and derby traditions, hides a quieter crisis, one of people without homes, navigating uncertainty in cities and rural corners alike. As we dive into these stories, remember, this is more than numbers. It's about human resilience and the shadows we often overlook. If you felt moved, comment below with your thoughts and subscribe for more insights into America's untold realities. Your support keeps these stories alive. In Louisville, where the Ohio River winds through a population of over 775,000, homelessness has risen by 6% this year, affecting families and individuals who once called stable apartments home. The roots run deep, tied to economic shifts that have left gaps in opportunity. The decline of traditional industries, like coal mining in eastern regions, has displaced workers, creating ripples that touch every corner of the state. In Appalachian, home to about 1.5 million residents across 54 counties, job losses have compounded with rising living costs, pushing more people toward instability. But why does this persist in a place so rich in heritage? Transitioning from these broad forces, let's consider how personal circumstances amplify the challenge. Have you ever wondered what one unexpected setback could do to your own sense of security? From my perspective, witnessing these shifts reminds me that true strength lies in community support. It's a lesson that encourages us all to extend a hand, fostering connections that build lasting change. Unraveling the causes. The opioid crisis has woven itself into Kentucky's fabric, exacerbating vulnerabilities in places like Lexington, where the urban area spans 285 square miles and houses over 320,000 people.
Shit! I don't ever want to come here!
Here, homelessness climbed 12% in 2025, with many tracing their paths back to health challenges that drain resources. Affordable housing shortages add fuel, as rental prices in Fayette County average $1,200 monthly, outpacing wage growth for low-income earners. In rural Perry County, with its 28,000 residents, the homeless count jumped from 59 to 93 this year, highlighting how limited access to services in smaller communities leaves gaps unfilled. These factors aren't isolated, they intersect, creating a web that's hard to escape. What role do you think everyday economic pressures play in someone's journey to the streets? If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Meet Sarah, a 35-year-old single mother from Bowling Green, where the city's 72,000 population includes growing numbers seeking shelter. She once balanced 2 jobs in retail, but rising childcare costs, averaging $800 monthly in Warren County, forced tough choices, leading her to couch surf with friends. Sarah's days blend hope with hardship as she attends community workshops, dreaming of stability for her young daughter. Her quiet determination shines through simple acts like sharing meals at local centers, reminding us of the unspoken bonds that hold people together. If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Shifting focus to daily realities, it's clear that understanding these causes is just the start. How might recognizing these patterns change the way we support our neighbors? In Clark County, tied for the 10th highest homelessness rate in Kentucky, with a count impacting 1 in every 500 residents. the struggle often stems from transitional housing shortages. Across the state, the total homeless population reached 5,789 in January 2025, a 10.7% increase that underscores broader inequities. In northern Kentucky's Kenton County, home to 170,000 people, outreach efforts reveal how transportation barriers, with public transit covering only 60% of the area, hinder access to jobs and aid. These details paint a picture of resilience amid adversity, where individuals adapt in ways that inspire reflection. Isn't it eye-opening how location shapes someone's options? From where I stand, these realities teach us that empathy isn't optional. It's the bridge to meaningful progress, urging us to value every story as a call to unite. Life on the margins. In the streets of Covington, where the Roebling Suspension Bridge connects to Cincinnati and serves 40,000 locals, many without homes find solace in temporary setups, facing long waits for beds at centers that operate at 90% capacity year-round. Daily routines involve navigating public spaces, seeking warmth in libraries or cafes during the day, all while holding on to dreams of better tomorrows. In Hazard, Perry County's seat with 5,200 residents, community kitchens serve over 200 meals weekly to those in need, offering brief respite amid uncertainty. But what keeps hope alive in such circumstances? If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Then there's Mike, a 52-year-old veteran in Paducah, McCracken County's hub of 27,000 people, where riverfront views contrast with hidden encampments. After years of steady work in logistics, fluctuating health needs led him to rely on veteran support groups, where he now mentors others, sharing skills from his past to rebuild confidence. Mike's journey reflects quiet perseverance, turning small victories like securing a hot meal into steps toward renewal. If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Moving toward systemic responses, these personal glimpses highlight the human element at stake. What do you believe is the biggest hurdle in everyday survival for someone without a home? In Ashland, Boyd County's largest city with 21,000 inhabitants, homelessness affects 1 in 400 people, often linked to limited mental health resources that cover only 70% of demand. Stories from Homeless Life Stories reveal how individuals in these areas forge paths forward, relying on kindness from strangers and local initiatives. In Frankfort, the state capital, spanning 15 square miles, advocacy groups report a 15% rise in family displacements, emphasizing the need for inclusive approaches. These insights from Homeless Life Stories remind us that behind every statistic is a life worth understanding. How can we better listen to these voices in our own communities? As I reflect on these narratives, it strikes me that kindness multiplies. Each act of understanding creates ripples that can transform lives, inspiring us to act with intention. Navigating support systems. Government programs in Louisville, where the metro area boasts 1.3 million residents, include rapid rehousing initiatives that assisted 1,200 individuals last year, yet waiting lists stretch up to 6 months. Challenges arise from funding constraints, with state allocations covering only 65% of needed emergency beds. In Lexington's Fayette County, the total homeless count hit 925 in 2025, straining resources like seasonal shelters that open for 150 nights annually. These efforts show progress, but gaps persist in coordination. What improvements could make these systems more accessible? If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Consider Lisa, a 42-year-old artist from Hopkinsville in Christian County, population 31,000, where creative hubs coexist with support networks. Once thriving in freelance work, economic dips led her to community art programs for the homeless, where she now channels her talents into workshops, fostering creativity as a tool for healing. Lisa's passion ignites sparks in others, proving that shared experiences can spark renewal. If those stories stir something in you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the real pulse of what's happening across America. Bridging to community-driven innovations, it's evident that while official channels provide a foundation, collective action fills the voids. Do you think more localized programs could bridge these gaps effectively? In Owensboro, Daviess County Center with 60,000 residents, nonprofit collaborations offer job training to 300 participants yearly, focusing on skills like hospitality amid a 75% employment barrier for those without homes. Homeless Life Stories spotlights these efforts, showing how partnerships in places like this, where green spaces cover 20% of the city, create welcoming environments for growth. In Pikeville, Pike County's eastern anchor of 6,000 people, volunteer-driven food pantries distribute 10,000 pounds of goods monthly, underscoring grassroots impact. These From Homeless Life Stories illustrate the power of unity. Isn't it inspiring how small towns lead with heart? In my view, these collaborations remind us that hope thrives in togetherness. It's a timeless truth that encourages us to contribute, knowing our efforts matter deeply. Innovative paths forward. Community initiatives in Louisville's Jefferson County, encompassing 741 square miles, include tiny home villages that house 50 residents with integrated counseling, reducing recidivism by 40%. In 2025, tech integrations like apps mapping free clinics in Lexington reached 2,000 users, enhancing access in a city with 100 public Wi-Fi spots. Blockchain pilots for aid distribution in rural Appalachia ensure transparency, serving 500 families across 10 counties. These forward-thinking steps from Homeless Life Stories highlight potential for change. What innovative idea excites you most for addressing this issue? Exploring further, emerging models like 3D printed affordable units in Bowling Green could add 100 homes annually, costing 30% less than traditional builds. In northern Kentucky's Boone County, with 136,000 residents, digital skills training programs enroll 400 learners yearly, equipping them for remote work opportunities. AI-driven mental health chats, available 24/7, support 1,500 users statewide, bridging gaps in areas like Floyd County, where services are 50 miles apart on average. These advancements featured on Homeless Life Stories pave ways for inclusivity. How might technology reshape support in your area? Personally, embracing innovation teaches us that progress is collaborative. It's a message that motivates us to dream bigger, turning challenges into opportunities for all. Emerging community networks. In the evolving landscape of Kentucky's response to homelessness, community networks are stepping up with fresh approaches tailored to local needs. In Jessamine County, which defies statewide trends with a 5% decrease in unsheltered individuals amid a population of 54,000, Faith-based groups have expanded outreach, providing mobile hygiene stations that serve 150 people weekly. This contrasts with the overall 16.4% rise in unsheltered homelessness across Kentucky in 2025, where volunteers counted 1,200 such cases during the annual K-Count. Homeless Life Stories delves into these networks, showcasing how in Madison County, home to 95,000 residents, peer support circles connect over 200 participants monthly, sharing resources like job leads and emotional encouragement. These grassroots efforts emphasize building trust, with partnerships in places like Campbell County, spanning 159 square miles, where collaborative events distribute 5,000 clothing items annually. The focus here is on empowerment, helping individuals regain footing through shared experiences and practical aid. As Homeless Life Stories highlights, these networks aren't just stopgaps, they're lifelines fostering dignity and connection in everyday interactions. Turning to the role of education and prevention, it's worth noting how awareness campaigns are gaining traction. How do you see community networks evolving to meet future needs?
The silver linings to really horrible circumstances with the hurricanes that we've had, Katrina and Hurricane Harvey, have been that it has focused attention on how easy and how sudden.
Statewide, the Kentucky Housing Corporation reports that family homelessness affected 1,500 households in 2025, prompting expanded workshops in urban centers like Erlanger in Kenton County, where 19,000 locals benefit from free financial literacy sessions attended by 400 participants quarterly. These initiatives, captured by Homeless Life Stories, aim to equip at-risk families with tools for stability, such as budgeting apps and rental assistance navigation. In rural Whitley County, population 37,000, similar efforts include community gardens, yielding 2,000 pounds of produce monthly for distribution, blending nutrition with social bonds. The emphasis is on proactive steps, turning potential vulnerabilities into strengths through knowledge and support. From my vantage point, these educational efforts underscore that prevention starts with understanding. It's a vital reminder that investing in awareness today builds resilient communities tomorrow. Health and wellness integration. Integrating health and wellness services has become a cornerstone in addressing homelessness in Kentucky, with 2025 data showing a 15% uptick in programs linking medical care to housing support. In Boyd County, where 47,000 residents face a homelessness rate of 1 in 350, mobile clinics now visit encampments twice weekly, providing checkups to 120 individuals monthly and connecting them to ongoing care. This aligns with statewide trends from the K-Count, where health-related factors contributed to 25% of new homelessness cases, totaling over 1,400 instances. Homeless Life Stories explores these integrations, like in Pulaski County, spanning 677 square miles with 65,000 people, where wellness fairs offer nutrition counseling and fitness classes to 300 attendees quarterly, promoting holistic recovery. In urban Kenton County, partnerships with hospitals ensure 500 annual referrals for mental health follow-ups, reducing barriers in a region with 80% service coverage. These efforts prioritize well-being, viewing health as integral to stability, and feature innovative elements like telehealth stations and shelters across 20 counties, serving 800 users statewide. Shifting to economic empowerment strategies, these health-focused integrations pave the way for broader self-sufficiency. What aspects of health support do you think are most crucial for long-term stability? In Hardin County, home to 111,000 residents, Vocational rehab programs tied to wellness centers train 250 participants yearly in trades like automotive repair, amid an 8% rise in employment among formerly homeless individuals. The Kentucky Lantern notes that integrated services helped 900 people statewide in 2025, blending physical check-ins with skill building. Homeless Life Stories spotlights similar work in Laurel County, population 62,000, where yoga and mindfulness sessions in community hubs reach 150 monthly, easing stress and fostering focus. In Grayson County, with 26,000 locals, nutrition partnerships deliver 4,000 balanced meals quarterly, supporting recovery journeys. These layered approaches demonstrate how addressing health holistically empowers individuals to thrive. As I ponder these integrations, it becomes clear that wellness is the foundation of hope. It's an enduring message that caring for the whole person unlocks doors to brighter futures. Youth and family focus. Focusing on youth and families reveals a poignant layer of Kentucky's homelessness crisis, with 2025 figures indicating that 20% of the 5,789 total count involves minors, equating to over 1,150 young lives impacted. In Christian County, where 72,000 residents include military families, youth shelters provide safe spaces for 80 teens monthly, offering tutoring alongside basic needs in a county with 90% school enrollment rates among at-risk groups. Homeless Life Stories uncovers these stories, such as in Scott County, population 58,000, where family reunification programs facilitate 200 connections yearly through counseling and resource matching. Statewide, the rise in family displacements by 13% has spurred initiatives like after-school clubs in Woodford County, spanning 192 square miles, engaging 150 children weekly in activities that build confidence and skills. These efforts prioritize nurturing environments, ensuring young people aren't defined by circumstances but empowered to dream. Leading into our call for collective empathy, this focus on the next generation underscores the urgency of inclusive solutions. How can we better safeguard families from these challenges? In Barron County, with 44,000 inhabitants, mentorship pairings link 100 youth with volunteers quarterly, fostering guidance amid a 7% local increase in family homelessness. Insights from Homeless Life Stories show similar dedication in Montgomery County, population 28,000, where play-based therapy sessions support 120 families annually, blending fun with healing. In Carter County, Eastern Kentucky's gem of 27,000, community centers host 300 family events yearly, distributing supplies while building networks. These targeted approaches highlight the innocence at stake and the potential for positive change through dedicated care. Personally, centering on youth and families teaches us that protecting the vulnerable shapes our shared tomorrow. It's a heartfelt call to nurture potential, ensuring every child has a foundation of security and love. A call to empathy and action. Wrapping up, Kentucky's homelessness crisis, with unsheltered numbers rising 25% in rural areas spanning 118 counties, calls for ongoing compassion. From the 13.3% increase outside major cities to personal triumphs shared here, it's about fostering environments where everyone thrives. In Henderson, along the Ohio River with 28,000 residents, community gardens feed 200 families monthly, symbolizing growth from shared efforts. These stories from Homeless Life Stories urge us to reflect and engage. What small step will you take today to make a difference? In the end, remember that every interaction counts. In places like Somerset in Pulaski County, population 12,000, where mentorship programs pair 150 participants with guides, building bonds that last. As we close this chapter on homeless life stories, let's commit to awareness and kindness. If you've felt moved, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe for more insights into America's untold realities. Your support keeps these stories alive. From my heart, these journeys affirm that humanity's core is connection. It's a profound reminder to cherish and uplift one another, creating a world of shared warmth and possibility.